Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Royal scandal, the Ooni of Ife, Queen Naomi, and the battle for the king's heart. The most dreaded fight ensues as Ooni of Ife's family are rumored to have gone completely wary about the situation of things in the palace. Now, you do know that recently, as it is rumored, alleged, and making the rounds on social media, Oni has been favoring Ikpi so much. Ikpi has become the center of attention to the monarch, okay, and leaving others hanging, and almost as though they've been left in abeyance, okay? And so, even right there in the palace, it's the same thing that has been going on and on and on. But most times, because the schedule is already something that is in existence, they draw their schedule, they work with schedule. And so most times, because of the schedule, you still see the monarch out there with some other Oloris. But if not, right inside the palace, from the food that the monarch eats, to the how he spends his time, the company, and everything is Ikpi, 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 Ikpi. And now, Governor, Dakpo Abiodun had a wedding arrangement in Lagos, and Ooni of Ife has been scheduled for that wedding. Usually, you know that most of them want Ooni of Ife in their wedding. Most times, they just want their royal father to, grace their wedding with his presence, or their events with his presence. So, Ooni of Ife is a very busy man. If you look at his schedule, you hardly even have time, time for any other thing. Yeah, he is that busy. That's how the Ooni of Ife is. So the schedule had already been drawn, and on that schedule, it's been a blow that was supposed to, be in Lagos for that event with the Ooni of Ife from the beginning of the schedule. So now, when it was drawing closer to when they will go for the event, Ikpi had been with the Ooni of Ife, and it's been Ikpi doing everything, Ikpi spending time with him, Ikpi this, Ikpi that, and all of that. So Ikpi started making arrangements to go for that event. Now, Blabla did not even know that Ikpi was making arrangements to go for that event until they called a Gele person. Then there's this Gele woman who is who specializes in making the very best Gele right there in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, because the Oloris are all using that Gele girl, it would have been, easy for one to say, okay, I don't want good riddance to bad rubbish, because one person, the girl is very, very good and handy. They said Ikpi had called the Gele lady. When Ikpi called the Gele lady for the event, the Gele lady came to do her Gele and everything for that event. When the Gele lady left, that was how Blow found out that Ikpi was preparing to go for that event, the event that she was scheduled to go with the Oba to. Now, Bloblo is said to have, met with Ikpi and asked Ikpi that she heard that Ikpi is making an arrangement to go for the event with the Oba, or are they going together? Ikpi authoritatively told Bloblo that she is not going. That is, Bloblo is not going. That she is the one that Oba has chosen to go for that event with him. And Ikpi said that is not, Bloblo said that is not going to happen. That is not even possible. What do you mean? That is my event. I'm supposed to go there with our husband. What are you even talking about? And that was Bloblo blowing brimstone and fire. And Ikpi said that's not her problem. That if Bloblo should go back and meet the Ooni of Ife, that she is not the one making the decisions, that it is the Ooni of Ife. So They said what happened was that Bloblo went back to go and meet the Ooni of Ife. But before she got there, Ikpi was there. Now, Ikpi was sitting down there looking like right there in the chamber of the Ooni of Ife. Ikpi was sitting down there and looking at Ooni of Ife's face, looking straight into his eyes. And when Bloblo came, and Bloblo came, knelt down before Kabiyesi and was asking if they are not going for that event together again. And Kabiyesi said no, that it is Ikpi who is going with her. And Kabiyesi, Bloblo got angry, and Bloblo asked Kabiyesi that why? That she is the one who is scheduled to go for that event with him. That why? That what is going on? Why? Why? Kabiyesi said that he needs that the response that Kabiyesi gave at that time, that he was very busy, please, he doesn't want. And they said that was how Bloblo left, okay? Now, Bloblo left and went back to her own chamber, and she was very, very upset. Now, from what we heard, when she went back to her own chamber, they said she went there to go and do her own, cleansing ritual and everything that she's supposed to do. You know that she, Bloblo, is from the Lafogidi dynasty, and Ebony is also from the Lafogidi dynasty. And right now, with what is going on with Ebony, it is of course very glaring that they know what they are up against. And so for that reason, they said over the weekend they called Bloblo, and they now told Bloblo what to do when certain things are happening right there in the palace. Okay, you do know that for the longest of time, Bloblo too had issues with her own people, because she felt like they betrayed her, and that was when she repented and said okay, she'll be on the side of the Ooni of Ife. Even up until now, she's standing on the side of the Ooni of Ife, and she knows what is going on. She is matured, she understands polygamy very, very well. You do know that she comes from, a royal family where their great-grandfather had been married to 40-something women, or 47 wives, okay? So they understand these things very, very well, that these things happen. And from time immemorial, they know how to deal with these kinds of situation. They know what is being used and everything. So they said, when they invited her, she went to the family house, and she went because, of course, she knew that it was very important, looking at what has been happening to Ebony, okay? They already know that something is happening, and they need to be careful, and they need to take care of it. And they said when they invited her, they gave her something for her own, protection. And they said, told her what to do, how to use it when this kinds of issue happens, okay? Now, they said when she left, she went straight to go and, do her cleansing and did her prayers, serious prayers with that stuff that they had given her. It was not up to, 30 minutes. She came back to the Ooni of Ife, and Ooni of Ife was asking her if she has prepared for their trip tomorrow. They said that was exactly what happened, and she was very, very happy about what happened. And Ikpi was unhappy, frowning, unable to understand what just happened, what suddenly happened, what they did, as in what Bloblo did. And right now she knows that Bloblo is doing something. Bloblo knows exactly what she is doing, and it's a very serious battle in the palace of the Ooni of Ife for the heart of the monarch. This one is what they call the race is not for the swift. Right now, that is what we heard is going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. If this information is true, I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.